Hey guys, I hope this finds you safe and healthy. As of today, the state of Texas has determined that anybody that goes out in public has to wear a face mask. So we decided, since we don't have access to the PPE and the official face masks, we're going to make our own. So this is our video on how we did that. Please make sure that you watch it, and if you have any questions, just leave a comment for us. Zach hates his, but we're making him wear it as well, and it's pretty much mandatory now. So if you're probably living in some place where it is mandatory as well, watch the video. You might be able to help yourself out. Alright guys, so here we are. We had some bandanas that we decided that we would be able to use. We liked the color and the pattern there, so those are kind of like a bed sheet. Use just about any kind of fabric. You probably even use like an old t-shirt. Anything that's just gonna cover your, so that you don't breathe too close to anybody. And we took measurements. You can see I'm holding that up to my nose. The ear-to-ear measurement is somewhere between 12 and 10 inches. The nose to chin measurement, you can use anywhere from 6 inches to about 12 inches, since we're going to be taking tucks in it. So the first thing we did was we cut the piece of bandana down to size. We actually cut them in half. We got 2 out of each bandana that we had. And here what I'm doing is I'm just turning this back just a 1/4 inch, and then again to tuck all the raw edges underneath. And then I'm just sticking it under there and going ahead and stitching that all the way down right at the fold. I don't use pins when I sew because I've been doing it a while, but if you need pins, absolutely, that's fine. I cut the bandanas the way I did because we liked the center part that was showing, and if you have an all-over pattern, you don't have to worry about how you cut it. You can just cut a square that is somewhere around 10 by 12. Okay, and you can see how I tucked that under and stitched it just on the edge there. I did that on the other side as well. See how I'm just kind of rolling it and tucking that raw edge underneath. Okay, that was 2 sides. We had one other raw edge because I kept the finished edge on the top of the bandana. So we've got this last unfinished edge that we need to sew. And that takes care of the raw edges on the main piece. Okay, there's our finished little square. The next thing we do, in order to be able to put the elastic around it and so that it keeps it tight to your face, is we do some tucks. Now, I did not measure these tucks. I just kind of tucked them so that we ended up with a space of about 2.5 or 3 inches. If you want to measure yours and make them all equidistant, that's perfectly fine. Again, I didn't even use pins, although I have to confess it did get a little fiddly, and it probably would have been good if I had used them. Make sure that you stitch it. See how I'm doing that with the flaps down, because otherwise it'll get caught under the foot and it won't be nice and flat. There's a part there where it got a little bit heavy, and so make sure that you sew it on the inside of the seam that you did on the finish edge. After that, it's real simple. The other side, you just pull them and allow them to get nice and straight. And that helps to determine where they're going to be so that each side matches. Would have been nice if we had the iron, but I thought it was in storage, and then we found it in the cupboard after that. So here is the second side, and there it is with the tucks on it. Makes it a nice little rectangle. Goes over the face. See how it goes over there, and then it unfolds once you get it around. And now for the elastic, I just used 1/4" elastic because that's what I had. There is smaller elastic, there's 1/8" elastic, there's also cord elastic that you can use. Whatever you have on hand. I don't know if you're going to be able to find it in the stores now. That's the only problem. You can always use ties and tie them behind your neck and on top of your head. We happen to have this 1/4" elastic on hand, so that's what I used for all of ours. I just cut a piece about 3 inches or so, and I just took one edge and laid it on the very top corner of the underneath part of the mask, and just sewed back and forth across it a bunch of times to anchor it really, really well. Then I turned it and I left the same side. If it was the top side touching the bandana, same thing. Did that on both sides, and here's the finished product. Zach is modeling it for us. He absolutely hates wearing his bandana. All right, guys, that's it. Hope that it helps, and please make sure that you let me know if you have any problems and you have any comments. Here is some pictures of the finished product with all of us on the couch wearing our masks. Thank you so much for following us and watching us, and please make sure that you continue to do so. Let me know if you need anything at all. Leave me a comment. Thank you so much, you guys. Bye.